guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this fully drugstore affordable makeup look for school. Whether you're in high school or university, this look is perfect because it doesn't move. I have super oily skin, and even for me, this makeup lasts all day, and it also is affordable. So, you know, if you're a broke student, I totally get it. I was literally you a couple years ago. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this gorgeous it girl, long-lasting, drugstore and affordable makeup look, keep on watching. While we're on the topic of school, I want to take a second to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Kitsch. If you want to smell fresh and clean and amazing all day at school, you have to check out Kitsch hair perfumes. If you guys don't know, it's not good to be spraying regular perfumes in your hair because of all the alcohols. It really dries out your hair over time. So that's why Kitsch hair perfumes are so perfect. You can literally spray it all over your hair. Not only that, you can spray this all over your body like it's a body mist as well. I have 4 in my collection right now, and literally all of them are amazing. These 2 are my favorite though. This is the Sheer Violet and Warm Sugar scents. This one is my number 1 because I love florally scents. So the main notes of this one are raspberry, violet, and soft musk. So it's very fruity and florally, literally my type of fragrance to a T. I also love Warm Sugar. This one smells so delicious. Like, I literally want to eat this fragrance. The key notes of this one are warm vanilla, sweet sugar, and pink grapefruit. It literally just smells like vanilla cookies that are freshly baked out of the oven. I love this one so much. And for a limited time, if you guys use my code in the description, you can get 25% off site-wide. And the best part about these perfumes is that they are so affordable. These, with my discount, are $15 each. It doesn't really get any better than that. It is perfect if you are a baddie on a budget. So if you're interested in Kitsch, click the link in my description for 25% off your whole order. If you want your makeup to last through school air, you need to properly prime your face. I'm using the L'Oreal Prime Lab Primer. This is the matte one. This primer is really good if you have oily skin and you need your makeup to last all day. I love this primer because it's not silicone-y. I hate the feel of silicone primers, and I feel like my makeup doesn't sit as nicely on top of them. It never looks as skin-like. This helps to grip your makeup in place too, and it really controls your shine, so you don't have to worry about your makeup going anywhere. Since we're going to school, we don't want to look too makeup-y. We don't want to be able to see our foundation in the fluorescent school lighting, and so my tip for that is to use a skin tint instead of a foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match Tinted Serum. This is a relatively new purchase of mine, but I already love this so much, you guys. The only problem I have with this product is the application is so messy. It's like a dropper, but the dropper doesn't pick up any product. You basically just have to use it as a stick to apply it like I'm doing right now. And I'm just using this e.l.f. complexion brush to blend this in. I like using a brush instead of a sponge for this because it is a serum. It's super liquidy, and so a sponge would just absorb way too much product. This skin tint is crazy, you guys. It literally looks so natural while just giving you the most even, beautiful looking skin. And it also works really well for my oily skin. Like, I sometimes can't use non-mattifying foundations because my skin is so oily, but as long as I prime this and use like the right powder and setting spray, then I'm literally good all day. I forgot to mention, but I'm in the shade 2-3. For concealer, I'm going in with my tried and true Maybelline concealers. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind, which I love for under the eyes. It's thin enough that it doesn't crease under your eyes. And for blemishes, I use the Maybelline Fit Me. It's just slightly thicker and has more coverage. While I'm letting that sit, I'm gonna do my brows. NYX is my tried and true duo for brows. The micro brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown. And then this is the Thick It Stick It brow gel. NYX has the best brow products from the drugstore, especially this brow pencil. Like, it literally is no different than the more expensive ones. You want to do it as light as possible so it really just looks like hair-like strokes. I just clean that up with my finger a little bit, and then I go in with the brow gel, and this kind of just keeps your hairs in place all day. I'm just gonna blend in my concealer with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. You can get this sponge at Walmart, and it's very affordable and it's good. So that just brightened up my face so much and also covered up literally all of my blemishes. So a little hack I have for school air: you want to go in with your setting spray before your powder at the step. So I'm using the Milani Make It Last matte setting spray. I have to use the matte one because, again, I am an oily skin girly. If you're not, go for the dewy one because that probably just makes your skin look nicer anyway. I go back in with my sponge and just blend it out again. Now at this step, you want to go in with your powder. Powder is great for making sure your makeup doesn't move, makes it look airbrushed, and also prevents creasing, especially in any areas that, you know, you're moving your face. You need it under your eyes, in your smile lines. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. This is hands down one of the best setting powders ever, like drugstore or high-end. I like to use a smaller powder brush for under the eyes. It doesn't really matter though, you can use a bigger brush. You just want to put powder where you put concealer. So now I'm gonna move on to the eyes. We're gonna be using our bronzer as our eyeshadow. This is just so we can add some more depth to our eyes, give it more dimension without it looking like we just did a whole eyeshadow look. And it makes your overall makeup just look so cohesive because the shade is exactly what you're using for bronzer. So this bronzer is the Makeup Revolution London bronzer. This one is one of the best bronzers from the drugstore, and it's really nice because they have a warm and cool option. So whether you're warm toned or cool toned, you have one to choose from. I love how big the packaging is. I love a big bronzer. It reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury one, which I love. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the NYX Epic Ink liner. This is one of my favorite liners of all time. I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I'm using the Shiseido lash curler. This is just the lash curler I own. Revlon also does a good one that's from the drugstore if you're looking for one that's more affordable. And you always want to make sure you're curling your lashes in a C curl. I'm going to be going in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, the waterproof one, because I do have short Asian lashes. This is the king of affordable mascaras because you're not going to get any cheaper than this. Like, my lashes are so short and they can still look like this with this $5 mascara. Now I'm just going to be bronzing out my face, adding some warmth and color. Again, using that bronzer from Makeup Revolution, and this is an e.l.f. fluffy blending brush. It actually says highlighter brush. I don't know who is using this big ass brush for highlight, but yeah, I love it for bronzer. I just like to sweep it on the sides of my face, bring a little bit of warmth back into my skin. I'm using the warm toned one in case you guys are wondering. And I like that this bronzer isn't overly pigmented because that makes it harder to blend out. It's like a little bit more subtle and very buildable, and it was only like $14. So for blush, I'm using the famous Milani Baked Blush. This is in the shade Rose Doro. This is number 2. And for blush placement, you can either put it on your cheeks if you want a more lifted look, or you can put it in the center of your face if you want a more youthful look. I am gonna go for the more youthful look today, so I'm gonna focus it more in the middle of my face. Oh my god, I love this blush shade. It just makes me look so much cuter. It's like rosy, it's a little bit bronzy too, and it also has a bit of shimmer, so you're adding a bit of glow back into your skin. So for highlighter, I'm using the Essence Baby Got Glow Liquid Highlighter. This is like a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury highlighting wand, and I just like to dab that on my cheekbones. With this highlighter, you have to blend it out very quickly. It has a really fast dry down. I add some to the tip of my nose and the bridge as well. A little bit to my chin and my brow bone. And as you can see, that just gave a really nice subtle glow. It's nothing too crazy at all. It's definitely more on the natural side. I don't think it always looks the best when you have very powdery pigmented highlights under fluorescent school lights, which is why I went for a liquid highlighter. Also, I feel like it lasts just a little bit longer as well. And this Essence one definitely lasts so long, and for like $4, you can't beat that. Since our goal for this makeup look is long lasting, I'm going in with the new NYX Lip IV Gloss Slash Stain. So of course I'm going in with this because it stains your lips really nicely. This is in the shade Hydra Honey. It's just such a beautiful, natural lip shade that you can just wear every day at school. I love the formula of this. It feels so beautiful on your lips. And of course it leaves a really nice stain, so you don't have to worry about your lip color coming off as often. Of course you can stop here, but I always love to finish things off with a gloss. So I'm going in with the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil. These lip oils are really nice. They feel really lush on the lips and they smell like candy. So if you like that, you'll definitely love these lip oils. And this is in the shade Raspberry Peach. Just to seal this whole look in, I'm going back in with that setting spray, the Milani Make It Last. And that is the school makeup look using only products from the drugstore. I think this look is so gorgeous and it definitely rivals my high-end looks as well. A lot of these drugstore products are good and honestly, like they better be because a lot of these aren't even that cheap anymore. A lot of these products, I try to buy them on sale because Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like Canada's CVS, they do sales pretty often on makeup. So if you shop at the right time, you can definitely get a lot of these products for cheaper. I am not in school anymore, obviously, but I've been wearing makeup since middle school and I've tried so many products from the drugstore when I was in school because I mean I couldn't really afford a lot of Sephora makeup. I still, you know, would save up my pennies and I literally had $40 to my name and I would buy like the Benetton at Sephora. I tried so many drugstore products back in the day and these products, some of them I've been using since high school, since middle school. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in my next video. Bye!